Hello and praise the Lord. My name is Isaiah Mbuga, Bishop of Christ Art Ministries International. I'm here to tell you that God has been speaking to me about this city of Kampala. And He has shown me various things about this city of Kampala. And I want you to know that out of all, when I've finally made sense of all the things that God has showed me, I've realized that there is a need for us to get together and reclaim our city back. Reclaim our city back. Just a few days ago, I had a vision. In a vision, I went into a place which was like a very, very raised place. And I found there a stream of water. And this was a reserve of water. It was like a lake. And then its exit, the water flow area, the outflow area had been so restricted, and there was very, very little water. Yeah, water as thin as a pen was the stream that was let out, but the water body was big, but the water that was being let out to go into what I would see as the rest of the country was so narrow. The water was restricted. And as I went around to check at the place where the water was restricted, a man who was not Ugandan, who also was not African, said to me, "You are not permitted in this particular area where the water is being hindered from." And I began to fight with him, but he told me, "This is now our place. You sold this place to us, and we decide how much of this water you are to receive." Then when I looked down in the valley, I realized that all the trees were languishing for water. But the man was saying, "We paid for this." And I said, "How?" Then I realized that this was a spiritual activity. This was spiritual. It's not talking about real water. It's talking about spirituality. It's talking about the vitality of our country. It's talking about the thing that makes us us. It was sold. It was sold. And I want you to know, from the time I started Promise Fellowship, I've seen things that I didn't know existed. And I want to call upon you. If you own a stake in this city, if you have a piece of land in this city, if you own a shop in this city, please pray for this city of Kampala. Because I want you to know that during the day, we have a city. But during the night, things take place in this city that you don't even want to associate with. God has gotten me out of my bed several times, and I come driving in the city, and I find people at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4, dressed in strange attires, marching on the streets of our city, chanting certain things at 2 a.m. in the night. You people, we might be sleeping comfortably in our beds, but this city has been divided up and taken up by spiritual entities, and we must dislodge them and take back what belongs to us. So in short, what can you do? Number one, the strongholds that have been established, that have been given right, that have bought either with blood, either with money, either with any kind of covenant, let us begin to break their power and their hold over our city, and let us establish the altar of God again in our city. In every place where you are, pray that the kingdom of God comes back to Kampala, that God is revealed in Kampala. Number two, join with other brethren. You don't have to be from the same church. As long as they're born again, get together and pray for our city. Number three, speak. Speak. Do prayer march. Do prayer walking. You walk and decree. 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 Decree the kingdom of God to take over. And also, if you know any Christian doing anything that is of influence, be it in drama, be it in arts, be it a shop that is owned by another Christian, a restaurant, a small corner shop, as long as they are born again, please buy from them, support them, because they are dealing with these things at a level that you can't even imagine. These foreign forces, these evil forces don't want us to even own anything in this city. But we are not going to give up. We need to keep pushing until we gain the ground to the glory of God. So thank you very much for being here. I pray that if you can, join us every Wednesday at 5 o'clock at La Bonita as we seek to empower ourselves to take back our city for good and for God. God bless you. Bye-bye.